All right, so this is the first look at TextMapper, a node-based text scripting utility. So what this program does is allow you to script out anything from button labels to complex conversations between characters in your game. You basically create a text node that contains an ID, a speaker, and some text. And then that node can also contain user-created data, and you can add other nodes as child nodes to a given node. This is what your exported JSON file will look like from TextMapper. You basically get this data structure here, your child node list, your ID, your node data, and if you don't have any node data, it'll appear as an empty array. Then you have your speaker, and that's broken down per language. And then you have your text, which is also broken down per language. You can load a project with the load button. You can save a project with the save button. When you go to export a project, you have the option of exporting a raw JSON file, which was shown earlier, or you can do a base64 encrypted JSON. The base64 export is useful for cutting and pasting a single string of the entire JSON data and pasting it into your application with one line of code instead of loading it as an external text file that can be peeked at or tampered with. The help button just brings up a short bit of instruction. So to create a node, you just right-click anywhere in an empty space and click Add New. So in order to delete a node, all you do is select the node and hit the delete key. You can drag nodes around by putting the mouse over their headers. And in order to make a child node, you just drag one node into another. Whenever you're dragging a parent node around, it'll drag its children with it. But if you hold down the control key, it'll move the parent node independently of its children. If you click the little arrow on the parent node, it will collapse and hide its children. If you hit the tab key, it'll cycle between the different nodes. In order to remove a child object from a parent, you select the parent and then put your mouse over the yellow line and right-click and then click the unlink button. If nodes are hidden, you can tab through them and they'll be unhidden as you tab. You can hold the mouse wheel to scroll around the screen, and you can roll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. If you're going to create a child node and you're dragging off of a parent node, it will scroll the screen in case you need to drag to a child that's far away. The search box allows you to quickly find a node. You just type its name in the box and hit enter, and the camera will center right on the node. The character drop-down allows us to add characters, which are essentially speakers that we can select on our nodes. The language drop-down allows us to select a language, and it will update both the speaker and the text according to the settings for that language. When you click on a node for editing, you can change its settings on the settings panel. Click the node ID and you can change the name of it. The speaker can be changed by selecting the speaker from the drop-down box, and characters can be added from the character drop-down box. The text itself can be edited in this box. You can add data to your node by clicking the Add Data button. It consists of 5-item arrays. So you can type any type of data that you want into these. And it will appear on the right. You can click the little X button to remove the data. If your node happens to have one or more child nodes, those child nodes will be added on the settings panel. When you select a node, you can change its color. And that is all you need to know about TextMapper Lite.